Hello, and welcome all to the Partnered Primary Care Research Podcast, Research for You, by you, a podcast dedicated to learning more about patient and community partners in patient-oriented primary care research in Canada. The Primary and Integrated Healthcare Innovations Network is proud to present this podcast with a focus on public representation in health. Join us to discover who our community partners are in our network and the people who work with them.
Hi, and welcome to the Partnered Primary Care Research Podcast, Research for You, by you. My name is Jillian Bartlett Escalante, and I'm the Executive Director of the Network Coordinating Office of the Primary and Integrated Healthcare Innovations Network. I am very pleased to have Jamie DeMore from Quebec here today as our guest. Jamie is our National Research Manager for the network and has been working closely with our network patient partners on setting their strategic priorities as a council. He is here today to share some of those experiences with us. Hi, Jamie. To begin, please tell us about yourself and your work with the network.
Hi, Jillian. Thanks for having me today. Yes, I am, as mentioned, the National Research Manager for the PICI Network, and I work very closely with you as the Executive Director, along with Anik Baudry. I assist you and your mandate as the Executive Director for the Network Coordinating Office. PICI Network is 11 different networks across Canada, and together we have many initiatives on a pan-Canadian level that we help fulfill. I have a master's in industrial organizational psychology from the US, and I've been living in Montreal for 12 years now. And I worked for McGill University for about 10 years, helping the Department of Family Medicine develop the graduate programs in family medicine over there, a master's and PhD. And now I've been with the PICI Network for 2 years, and I am in my free time working on a PhD in family medicine. And my focus with the research will be regarding engagement across the network, and one of the stakeholders, of course, is with our patient partners. I will be developing a framework for more properly engaging with all of our various stakeholders across the network.
Great. So the work with the network was your first time working directly with patient partners. What's that been like for you?
Yes, it has been my first time working directly with patient partners very closely. And it's been incredibly enriching for me, I think. It's been a real learning experience for me. More specifically, working with patient partners and learning about essentially everything that they're able to contribute to any research project or any of our various initiatives has been invaluable. I do think we can always try to leverage them even more, but their expertise, their experiences, are incredibly invaluable. And I think that's really what I've learned most from working with patient partners. And I continue on a daily basis to learn with them.
Great. And that pretty much mirrors my experience, even though I've been doing this a bit longer. Tell us what you enjoyed most about working with the patient partners, or if there was a particular experience that really stuck with you.
Yes, I believe that probably my most valuable experience, what I've enjoyed most about working with patient partners, is developing the research priorities of the network along with the strategic objectives. I think that experience has shown that they have this invaluable input, and that we really need to incorporate this experience right from the beginning of the research project, right at the point of setting research priorities for the network on a pan-Canadian level. I think that has been the experiences I enjoyed most working with patient partners.
I was wondering, what do you think is the most valuable role a patient partner can bring to the table for a research network in primary care or anything? So you've said what you've enjoyed about it, that their input is invaluable. Is there something more specific you can think about in terms of that role?
Yes, I believe that getting their input is crucial right from the beginning, because once their expertise, their experiences, their input is incorporated, the research project can completely change. And the earlier that you're able to do that, I think the earlier the better.
Yes, absolutely. I know that my engagement with patient partners has fundamentally changed either the research question or the research methods. And if we really want to get evidence into practice, I think having the people that are going to use the evidence or benefit from the evidence involved right from the get-go is incredibly important. Can you share any insights you gained working with network patient partners? Any big learning moments for you?
Yeah, thanks, Jill, for that question. I believe that the biggest learning moment for me is that, the network did not necessarily compensate patient partners across the network. And I think that their input is so valuable that I believe that all patient partners should be compensated accordingly. I think that is something that there was a learning experience in that process. Really, honestly, in the beginning, I assumed that all patient partners were being compensated, but then that was a learning moment for me when, and really, in effect, not all of them were being compensated. And now I believe we're getting closer and closer to that point where all patient partners are being compensated for their invaluable input.
Yeah, and it's interesting to me that the patient partner and engagement was something that evolved and developed and strengthened, and only then did we consider the implications for that. And I hope that people will be more able to be more proactive moving ahead in the future for all sorts of different activities, and having the flexibility to accommodate people with how or if they want to be compensated. So I asked this of all of our patient partners, but since you have a slightly different perspective, I was wondering if you had any messages for researchers or other research staff out there who are new to the patient partnered research world and are considering embarking on this challenging but rewarding endeavor.
Yes, we've been working and updating our website, and there are many resources there. We're always busy incorporating different resources that are out there for new researchers that are trying to get into patient-partnered research. So that's one suggestion, would be to check out some of the websites across the network, but also the Pan-Canadian website that we're always developing and updating. But as mentioned, I think patient partner input is so valuable that you really, again, need to incorporate their input from the beginning and the get-go. And I think that's the most important thing that new researchers in patient partner research should consider, is to really develop a rapport with their patient partners in the beginning. During the pandemic, we set up some special meetings that were in addition to our monthly meetings. And we found that it was invaluable to really give them the time to express their experiences and their issues during this pandemic. So I believe that experience really set the rapport for us to really embark on different initiatives after the pandemic or during this pandemic as well. So I believe that experience, we also invited different members to the group along the way. We set up a system where each province will have a backup or an additional member on the patient council. So this has been really crucial, because then there can be some sort of transfer of knowledge. So you're not simply beginning from square one right from the beginning each time that you have a different project or you're including a different patient partner. I think it is important to set up mechanisms where you have a backup individual for transfer of knowledge. And that has also been a good suggestion, I would say, for new researchers in patient partnered research.
Yeah, I'm still so much learning to do in this area. So any final words for our audience?
Yes, I'm really looking forward to embarking on my dissertation in incorporating or creating a framework for proper stakeholder engagement across the network. I'm really excited about it, and I'm really, of course, looking for the perspective from patient partners as well. That will be a huge part of this. So I'm looking forward to working even more closely with the patient partners. And also, I think that we're always looking for more patient partners that would like to be part of this pan-Canadian network. We're doing some exciting things, and we would like to include a person for each province that would be able to transfer that knowledge. And anybody that's interested, you can let me know at jamie.demore@spore-picky.com.
Thank you very much, Jamie. Yeah, we have a lot going on, always looking for more people. For those of you wondering how you can get involved as a patient or community partner, in addition to the email that Jamie shared with you, if you go to our website, spore-picky.com, and that is spor-pichi.com, on the landing page, there's a map. If you click on your province or territory, the links for that particular Picky network will appear. On their website, you should find more information on how to link with your local primary care research groups. At the bottom of the page, there's also a link under Get in Touch that will allow you to email us directly. This is the same page where you can find our previous podcasts. I would like to thank our production staff, Anik Baudry and Jamie DeMore, who is our guest today, and our own production partner, Kent Cadigan Lofsgaard. Join us for our next episode for more voices from our patient and community partners, where we are highlighting the active and engaging role they play in our patient-oriented research agenda for primary care. In other words, more research for you, by you.
This podcast is brought to you by the Primary and Integrated Healthcare Innovations Network, otherwise known as the Picky Network, in collaboration with the Réseau Heure Québec, Quebec's strategy for patient-oriented research Picky Network. Visit our website at spore-picky.com. That's spor-pichi.com to learn more about our activities and upcoming events.